Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to All Things Events. This is the People's and Vendors Hub. And today, we are being joined by an amazing group of people. I know you can't see me. Don't worry. We're getting that done. We're having some technical difficulties. And voila, here we are. Once more, welcome to the show. It's your girl, MCJT, and I am so humbled to be your host. We have an amazing show for you today. Listen, we're talking all things VIP weekend. It is the biggest event to ever hit the 237. And I have the co-founder and a special guest speaker based out of the DMV for this event happening in Cameroon. You're going to hear all things about this event, the who, the what, the why, and the impact that it will have not only for you, but for that entrepreneur that will attend. We are live. Please allow premium permission so you can join the show, so we can see your comments, and so you can be part of the show. Once more, please allow StreamYard permission so that you can join the live, you can have your questions answered, and of course, so we can hear from you. Once more, welcome. Please share the video. And please help me welcome the co-founder of the VIP Weekend. He goes by Paul Azinwi, aka the Rekindler. Please help me welcome Mr. Paul. And secondly, we have a dynamic sock guru in the DMV. She goes by Afanwi. Please help me welcome our guests. Welcome to the show, Paul and Afanwi.
Thank you, Joyce. Thank you. We are so excited to be here today.
Thank you. Welcome, Paul. And thank you for joining us all the way from Cameroon. We know it's late, but listen, you are a true entrepreneur, and I'm so glad to have you on here. So thank you for joining us. And please introduce yourself to the world.
Oh, thank you so much, Joyce. I'm so humbled to be here today. My name is Paul Azinwi. I am a trained accountant, an experienced banker, but now I'm more into digital marketing and then entrepreneurship. And one of the wonderful things that we're doing out here is the VIP Winners Community. And then the VIP Weekend that is coming up and is the biggest ever that has ever happened in Cameroon.
Nice. That is awesome. Thank you, brother. And please, Afanwi, please introduce yourself to the All Things Events community.
All right. So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Afanwi. I am a VIP expert. I work with Mr. Paul Azinwi and Mr. Jonathan. We have a team of future leaders down there in Cameroon that we work to be able to mentor them in different aspects in the IT domain, designs, and digital marketing. So I'm here today to be able to talk about the VIP weekend that's going to be coming up on the 25th and 26th of August. That's next Saturday. We have a line of VIP experts that will be impacting our future generation. So I am so excited to be part of this show this afternoon.
Wow. And Afanwi, we are so excited to have you, boss lady. Listen, this is the People's and Vendors Hub, right? So this is the place where we get together, we talk about solutions to our problems within the community, within the various domains, within entrepreneurship. So, Paul, right now, someone just sent me a text and say, so what is this event all about? Let's just get to it because people are impatient. They want to know. So
they want to know.
They want to know. We have been promoting this thing and everyone's like, what is this thing about? So please, this is the biggest event to ever hit Cameroon. We know that for a fact. And the goal is not only to motivate and to encourage, but the goal is to change the trajectory of so many entrepreneurs that are going to join in that weekend. Paul, why did you and the founder decide that the VIP weekend needed to be something that came to pass?
All right, Joyce, thank you so much. Before I talk about the VIP weekend, I would like our followers, our viewers to first of all understand what the VIP Winners Community is all about. Because if they don't get that, the VIP weekend will not really make meaning. So the VIP Winners Community is a project that we've been researching on for the past 5 years, because we have dared into several businesses and they did not go well. But as resilient as we have been, we decided not to stop. And the course of going back and forth, we came out with this wonderful initiative, which is to put together 1,000 young people who understand shared prosperity, who understand that for me, Paul, to win, Joyce doesn't have to lose. We can all win together. So the first thing that we want to do is put 1,000 people together, 1,000 young people together, and we build the mentality that we refer to as winergy. That's winning and energy, that we can both win, and win together. Yeah. So as we put this community together, we have designed a 20 years plan. We have a project that is spread over 20 years. And the first year was for us to put the community of 1,000 young people together and also create a microfinance where we can both leverage on. So as of now, we have hit 1 year mark, and the credit union, we created a credit union and it's existing already. The credit union is called Njangi Cooperative Credit Union, Njangi Cool. And it is already 6 months down the lane, and it's doing so well. And then our community, so now as of now, we are 900 plus already in the community, but we are hoping that before celebrating the 1 year anniversary of this final phase of this project, we'll hit 1,000, and we must have hit our 1 year plan 100%. As of now, we are at 96% of achieving our project. And then the next phase is the 5 years plan, where we are going to be structuring this group of young people into small businesses. That's to say, we are going to break down this community to groups of 5, and each group is going to represent a business unit. And we make sure that this business unit standards are top notch, they are global, and we make sure that they have good accountability systems, they have good management systems, so much so that these businesses can thrive. And then all of us in the community, I mean, all of us, we are obliged by the rule of mastermind to patronize these businesses, to make sure that we buy from these businesses, we promote them, so that either of us grows. For example, I'm a digital marketer. It means that all these 200 businesses that we're creating around this community, my own business unit is going to manage the digital marketing of all these structures. By then, I tend to make money. We have a Mafo Designs who's into fashion designing. If we all are consuming her products, she tends to make money. We have Javan Footwear who is into shoes, handmade shoes. We consume his shoes. He makes money. We have 7 Studios, which is a photo studio we've created. All our events, all our images, all our videos are covered by him, from weddings to birthdays to funerals to trainings or what have you, photo shoots. He does that, and we circulate our money only amongst us. We are going to make a lot of money. To come about with this project, we carried out the research. I met the founder of this initiative in 2019. He had already started this project in Boya, but due to the crisis, he could not survive, so he moved to Douala. We met, and then we tested the second phase early 2020. Then Corona struck us, and we could not continue. So we went back to the drawing board. We went researching, and last year, July, we relaunched this phase where we are today. So in celebration of our 1 year of the achievement, we thought that we should be able to bring these 1,000 people together, because the initiative is to build a tribe. Though we are not from one tribe, but we are very tribalistic in the sense that we are committed to support us. And for us to be able to support this community, we need to know who is who and what they are doing, so that the second phase of the project is going to be better. And then 2, we have understood that the diaspora in our community, we call the diaspora the African giant, because we understand that the diaspora has accumulated a lot of technical know-how, that's knowledge, and they have a lot of financial resources. But now, in time immemorial, most of these resources have not been used correctly. The diaspora has trusted friends, family members, and their projects have failed. So we are creating a community where the diaspora can be able to trust, to leverage on in order to implement projects back home, because we know that they, no matter the fact that you guys are all out there, some of you are Americans as of now, but you really want to make home better. We want to be that community to go to when you think about any project. To see this agenda, we have organized a VIP weekend where we want all the VIP winners to come together, and then we have selected the best amongst the best. I mean, the best amongst the best here in Cameroon and out there, so that they can come and share the knowledge that to us to groom. Because these young people, we don't have the right experience, we have little experience, resources. Now, with a project like the VIP Winners Weekend, a lot of knowledge transfer is going to take place. In the past, we have been complaining of brain drain, but in this project, in this community, we don't want to see the diaspora as brain drain from Africa. We want to turn that to brain gain. Because of the experience that you've gotten out there, you should have a channel through which I know you out there are also hungry, very hungry to send knowledge back home. But who do you give this knowledge to? We are creating a community where you can be able to channel this knowledge to, and you will see the product. So VIP Weekend is coming together of the 1,000 VIP winners, bringing together the VIP experts, VIP mentors, and of course the diaspora and every member of the public who thinks that we can all make Cameroon and Africa worldwide, so we can all equip ourselves with the right knowledge, and then we move to the second phase of the VIP winners plan.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow. Wow. Listen, usually I'm not left speechless, but for once I am speechless. And the only thing that came to mind, Paul, when you stopped talking was talk about changing the narrative.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Talk about changing the narrative within the Cameroonian community, right? This is just wow. This is needed. And I think it's coming at the right time. And I am so glad that you are on the right platform, because that's what we talk about here, changing the narrative. So to you and the founder, I mean, could you tell us the founder's name? Because we want to know. What's his founder's name?
Yeah, the founder, his name is John Eta, aka Star Daddy. We call him Star Daddy. Yes,
Okay.
that's his name, and he too has a portfolio. He's a wonderful guy. He's I mean, initially I am mentee. People might think that my work ethics are so strict. I work so hard. This guy is a workaholic. Most times I leave him in this office and go back, and the next morning before I reach here, he's already here. You know, so he's such an amazing guy and we are so committed. We usually say that we have jumped out of the plane and we have no choice. It's either we open our parachute or we crash on the bare grounds.
Yeah, Joyce, I know you're gonna come to me soon. I just wanted to talk a little bit about who Mr. John Eta is.
All right.
I knew this guy. I connected with him on Facebook. He wrote an article about the billionaire mindset. I read that article and I was like, this guy is unique. He is different. And I went to his inbox. I say, hey, John, I just read an article about the billionaire mindset, and I'm really impressed with the ideas that you align in that write-up. What are you currently doing, or where are you? I just kind of like gave an open-ended question. He came back. The way he articulated that answer, I was like, this guy, I took the conversation from Facebook, and then I went on WhatsApp. Back then, I used to work in the bank. I've connected with Etana for about 2 years. I was working as a bank manager back then. On my way to work, I always talk with Etana. We exchange ideas. We were still building the Think Tech Consulting, which is a cybersecurity training program. And then he said, I think we should be able to expand this program to Cameroon. I said, that is exactly what I've been thinking, because I am from Cameroon, I'm from UB, and we are doing something that is changing lives in the United States. But cybersecurity is a global program. You can do cybersecurity anywhere. As long as you have the skill set, you can be able to work anywhere in the world. And then he said, I already have a group of young people we can put together and we can be able to train them. We did have an initial trial period. But what I'm trying to say is this about Eta. He is a very organized young man with very brilliant ideas. If you can see the lineup that we have for the VIP experts, when I have any information that I have to be able to give to Mr. Eta, 24/7, that guy picks up his phone. When it comes to communication, he is on top of his game. When it comes to networking, He is something else. And then when it comes to leadership development, for a guy to be able to bring up to 900 youths, different career domains. In that group, you have cleaners, agricultural technician, studio videography, graphic designs, traditional wear, anything that you want. I was able to now work with him to bring it on board as the brand ambassador for Think Tech Consulting. And since we started working with Mr. Ite, each orientation session, he represents Africa, where he's coordinating all the students, the cybersecurity students in Africa, in Cameroon and Africa. He makes sure that all the VIP winners, they have high skills, irrespective of what degree you have. You have to be able to pick a high skill. Is it videography? Is it designing? Is it beauty? Is it cybersecurity? What is Scrum? Or is or whatever, or AWS. He is on a mission to give a mindset shift for our youth. So I just wanted to reiterate so that people can, especially when somebody's looking for a social media handler, I've been able to link him with a lot of people in the diaspora because that's how much I trust this guy. And when I traveled back in Cameroon in December, I had the privilege. He put up a workshop, a cybersecurity workshop that I was there. I was privileged to meet Mr. Paul Azinwi, and we had a marvelous time. And most of those guys we trained during that time, it was an eye-opening experience for them to be able to understand some of the basics of cybersecurity. And now they are already done with the program. So I just wanted to reiterate on the character of who Mr. John Eka is.
Wow. Wow. John, I know you're watching, so I just wanted to let you know that post the VIP weekend, we will have you on this platform because we need to do a wake up call, right, for the Cameroon youth. Like, this is amazing. A community on its own, building, thriving, growing, learning. I mean, there is no stopping. So Paul, John, and to the rest of the VIP, the winners community, congratulations. And this is what our community at large needs. So thank you for what you do. So let's continue on the VIP weekend. We can talk about, I mean, I'm just so amazed. I'm so humbled, and I'm so glad to hear. And with this event that is up and coming and approaching so fast, Afanwi, you are, I know you just talked about John, but you are based out here in the US, and you're doing amazing things as a cybersecurity guru. You know, what got you involved? And I felt like you just talked a little bit, but what really got you involved in this movement? Talk to us.
Thank you so much for that question. I did touch a little bit when I connected with this guy. His energy is off the chain. And those are the type of people I like to work with. At this phase of my life, nothing else matters than impacting humanity. And his goals just align with the goals that I'm trying to achieve at this point. So when he brought up the idea of the VIP winners, and I said, Paul, what are you trying to, John, what are you trying to achieve? He said, I have a goal. I wrote this book, How We Made It in Africa. And I've done a research. I found out that if we continue to individually try to build up our different capabilities, it's going to take us decades. But if we come together as a team and share our resources, share our ideas, it's going to take us shorter for us to be able to meet those ideas. And you and I can agree. I know Madam Joyce is a Scrum Master, and teamwork is one of the highest things that you encourage. When you have a team of expertise in your IT team, everybody have different abilities. But when you come together as aggregate, as a team, you're able to achieve the goals that one person will not be able to achieve maybe before your sprint is over. Because I did a little bit of Scrum, but I'm not an expert.
Absolutely. Well said. Well said. Well said. Well said.
Yeah. So when he said that resonated with me. I said, this is exactly what the diasporans we are trying to do here, but we really cannot achieve it because we are all individually busy trying to be able to raise the money where to send back home to be able to create businesses. And in most cases, as Mr. Paul said, when we send this money to family members, because they think they are entitled to this money, they misuse the money. And then you'll be thinking here that they're building your house in Cameroon only for you to go and meet no land and no house. Not everybody does that, but some family members are actually going through situations like that. But in the VIP community, I have been able to interact. So when he created a group 1 year ago, he immediately added me. I am one of their VIP experts when it comes to anything cybersecurity. They run it through me so I can be able to give my input and the different orientation classes. I'm so excited because at least 40 of the VIP winners have already been able to go through the VIP, the SOC analyst training here at the Think Tech Consulting program. And some of them are already, they're striving to travel. That's not only where we end. When you take the program with us, we don't just end there. I currently have at least 5 VIP members I'm working with now to be able to give them opportunities of schools. I'm coaching them on how to take interviews at visa interviews. I'm talking to those who don't have degrees because I have some VIPs in my inbox that are very talented. They had 5 advanced level in Cameroon, but then they were not opportune to be able to do their degree program. So they are doing maybe petty trade or they are doing something else to be able to make ends meet. That's where I come in as a VIP expert to be able to give them the importance of education. We all understand that it's not only skilled level is very important, but when you have a high level of education with the skill level, it takes you your CV to another level. So when these young people, I'm interacting with them on a daily basis in my inbox, I am able to understand some of the challenges that they are facing back home. It's not only about those of us here in diaspora to be able to send money. These future leaders need mentors. So I'm challenging any diasporan out there. If you are an expert, whether in the medical field, in the healthcare field, in the agricultural field, please come into a community like this where you have vibrant young future leaders ready to listen. Because before we say our youth are not ready to listen, I will tell you the guys or the future leaders that are part of this VIP weekend is like their hand selected, their energy is off the roof. These guys stay in the office on long extended hours to be able to make sure that they meet all with the preparations for the VIP weekend. That is the Cameroon that we are building. The time, we are not in the time, so we have to sit and continue to be able to blame the government that they've not done this. We have to take the mantle into our own hands and run with it. And that's exactly what the VIP community is trying to be able to achieve.
Wow. I love when you said we need to take the mantle and run, right? We're running for a better Cameroon. We're running for a better community. We're running for thriving together, right? And changing the narrative. I love the fact that no matter how much that number continues to grow, there is that open collaboration amongst the group, amongst that community. So that is just so wonderful, because there's one thing that we know is that sometimes when there are that many people begin to compete with one another. But I love the overview of the program and the expectations, I should say, right? So kudos to you all. I mean, kudos to a better Cameroon. Let's go, right?
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes. Let's go.
Let's go. So, Paul, the next question is for you. So, for an event of this magnitude, right? People are coming expectant. People want to learn. People want to connect. And people want to gain new skill sets. Because if I was coming to an event like that, I know for a fact that I just don't want to pay this amount. I want to come and leave out of there with something. What are some of those what are those activities, those hands-on activities that you all have planned for the attendees that will be there during the VIP weekend?
Okay. Thank you so much, Joyce, for that question. Everything being equal, what we discovered that what is lacking in Cameroon is not capital, it's not resources. What is lacking is human resources. We don't have minds that are ready to do the work, given the energy. And we don't have those people who master the skills to be able to use recent technologies to enhance their work. So the major things that people are going to be learning in this event is the importance of networking and the ability to be able to network, to link with others. Because my best quote that I've ever created that is on my wall that I look at it every morning, every night is that worth, worth as in WEALTH, worth circulates through a network called relationships powered by an energy called trust. If we are not able to build relationships, there's no way worth can circulate. If we build relationships and the aspect of trust is lacking, worth will not circulate. So
Yeah.
in this event, young people are going to be trained on the importance of networking and how to network and how to relate with the important people. We say the diaspora is the African giant. How can you easily relate with the diaspora and build trust so much so that they can transfer the wealth in terms of knowledge, in terms of financial resources, so that we can be able to build the Cameroon, the Africa we want to see? That's one thing. The second thing that we want to build, that is going to the young people are going to be trained on, is their ability to work in groups. Remember, we are saying that the next phase of this project is to form groups and turn them to business units, either existing businesses or new ones, so that we can be able to work together. In the classroom, we were taught to work as individuals. You need to be the first in class, you need to cover your answers and stuff like that. But in the world out here, you need to be able to succeed. You need to know how to work with a team. Teamwork is the best because you guys have all the ideas. That's why you, Joyce, you are collaborating with us. You are bringing up on Madame Afanwi Asang so that we can all put our ideas together and make this thing work. Remember, we don't have all the ideas. We are just initiators of this project, but we need all hands on deck. But is everybody in this community ready? Do they even know how to relate with others? Do they know how to work in teams and build whatever projects we are striving to build together? No, they are going to be trained on that. And then two, setting up businesses is another challenge. In our educational systems, setting up business, we are educated on how to know how to run other people's businesses. To run our own businesses and manage our finances is very challenging. So young people are going to be trained on how they can be able to manage their businesses, manage their finances, so as to make sure that these businesses that we're putting, they are going to understand the dynamics of these businesses, and then the sustainability will be assured. Because it's not all about creating businesses. People have been creating businesses for several decades. People have been we've been running businesses, but we are tired of micro businesses. We're tired of businesses that don't work. And these businesses don't work because most people, when they reach out to me, they're like, "Sir, I have 500,000. What can I do with it?" My answer is always, the problem is not the money. The problem is, do you have the skills? Do you understand do you understand the stakeholders in that particular industry? If you want to get into buying and selling of suits per se, do you know where you have to buy your suits? Do you know the cost? Do you know where your clients are? All of these skills are going to be given out to these young people so that we get the equipment. Because when we're talking about building a community that is going to be trustworthy, we want to set the difference, and we can't make a difference with people who are not ready. We have to be so sure and certain, so we're putting together the resources. We're trusting on the diaspora to support us when they're giving the resources. We should understand how we can collaboratively work amongst ourselves. We should understand how we can easily relate amongst ourselves, network with diasporas and other stakeholders in order to make this wonderful agenda, this 20 years plan that we have as VIP winners, to be successful.
Wow.
Wow. I just have to say, bam! That's how you do it. Listen, I am so excited. I was gonna say, do you guys have a Zoom link for some of us that can be there in person? Because the mindset, right?
Yes.
The mindset of this community is wow.
Yeah. Mindset shift.
Wow.
It's a big thing.
Yes. And you said something. You said it's not starting the business, right? It's knowing the stakeholders. It's having the skill sets. And it's not just in Cameroon, it's also here and it's international. That is an international problem that every community will tell you that people are starting businesses and are getting frustrated, right? And are stepping back and going back to the drawing board. But what hasn't changed? Each time you come back, your skill sets, right? You know the need of the people that you want to serve. And what are your standards, right? And that's one thing I love about hearing about this community is you all have standards and you plan to maintain those standards. So for everyone watching, I just want to say, and on behalf of the winners crew, I just want to say this: come ready, because you have to be deserving to join this movement. And we're gonna have to talk, Paul. But I love it, and I see it moving past your 20-year plan.
Yeah, Joyce, there's something I wanted to add in terms of a key aspect that Paul mentioned: networking. Absolutely. Networking is one of the biggest things that we are, like, the mindset shift. Absolutely. That we here in the diaspora, we are still even struggling with it. For them back home to be able to use the VIP community to be able to bring an event like this, they are, when you see the lineup of the VIP experts that these young people have been able to bring together to be able to talk during this event, I'm asking myself, how were they able to touch base to every different aspect of the Cameroonian community, whether at home and abroad? If you are a young person from 18 years and above, this is the community that's going to help shape you to become that vibrant youth. Because one thing about confidence and networking, you can be the best in your class. Let's go back to what Paul said, that we were taught about individualistic goals back home, where when you're writing an exam, you want to cover, you don't want anybody, because at the end of the day, you want to be able to be the first person. And if you review across the board now, some of those people who were always being first in class, they were introverts. They are really not doing as much as well enough as some of the students who were right at the bottom, but they kind of like grew their public speaking, grew their confidence level, used the basic knowledge that they gotten, and then now they're able to thrive even better than maybe the mathematicians or the physicians in the days that we used to call them geniuses, right? So what we are saying is that this community within itself, Star Daddy has what's called the Star Daddy Mentorship Program. He has already done 3 models right now. The first model that he did was the right strategies. What strategies can you take as an individual? I don't care what profession you find yourself, whether it's journalism. You want to be able to brand yourself in such a way that if they have an MC or an event in the DMV area or in Cameroon or in Douala, before they count 5 MCs, your name is part of it. So you have to be able to do part of the branding yourself so that you stand out in the community. So that before, when they're talking about, I need an MC for an event, recommendations, everybody is flooding your inbox with a particular name. That means that person has been able to build in yourself, they strategize, they brand themselves in such a way that people know that this is the MC to go that will carry your event from start to finish, and everybody that's your audience will be thrilled. Okay, the next thing he did was strategic partners. You all understand that the Igbos, right? You see an Igbo man who have a shop. You come to buy a pair of shoes. If that Igbo man does not have a pair of shoes, he or she will not just turn around and get it from the neighbor. He has like 5 different partners that he's working with, that he will say, hold on. And then they'll talk to one of their boys to be to be engaging you with conversation, why they run to the next neighbor. Meanwhile, the next person that's selling them has the same shoe, right? They'll run to their strategic partner, get a pair of shoe and bring them, because they're building strategic partners in such a way that they can share that space, share the wealth, and they continue to grow as individuals. That is one thing that this community is trying to do. They are trying to be able to be strategic partners to each other. So when they create those subgroups of businesses in different domains, they'll be able to support each other to grow. So that if you have a capital to be able to start a beauty salon or maybe a nail salon, and you really cannot brand yourself, then the graphic designer from the VIP committee is going to set up a graphic design flyer for you to be able to advertise. So everybody coming together, working as a unit, so that we grow. The third module that he did under the leadership program was Digital Academy, coming back to information technology. Everybody now in Cameroon understands the importance of information technology. And that's why we here at Think Tech, we're trying to be able to make sure we expand on the basic computer skills back home, so that people are not afraid to be able to use the Androids that they have, not only to go to Facebook to comment, which is not a bad thing for you to be able to socialize on Facebook, but you want to be able to use all the different features of social media that will be able to give you some money or return on investment. So he has been able to set up all these different modules that he brings these future leaders together to be able to make sure that he keeps impacting knowledge, so that when they are going back, they are thinking in a different way. By the time the 200 units of businesses are springing up, they are not only coming and crawling, they will be actually taking over Africa.
And take over we shall. Okay? Listen, like I said, John, we're looking forward to meeting you on this platform sooner than later. We will be reaching out to you. And you said it. Those are some of the most important factors in, it's not just having a business, even within our personal lives, right? Those three things are so important. So thank you so much for sharing. Once more, we're seeing your comments coming in. We'll be taking questions and comments soon, but I want to shift gears a little bit. Let's talk more. I know for a fact that there are entrepreneurs out there who would like to attend this event, right? And I want to make this clear. Entrepreneurship is not just for the young, as we say per se, right? It's not just an age thing. It's for anyone that sees a problem and has a solution to that problem, right? So we don't want to discourage, the 50-year-old who feels like I need to attend. No, it is for you too. So come out. But Paul, I know for a fact that there are lots of entrepreneurs in Cameroon that would love to attend, but we know well that finances are usually an issue. So is that something that you're currently dealing with, and where is the most need at the moment for the VIP weekend that's up and coming?
Yes, putting out a project like this is not easy. So while we on our part, we are making sure that we have an event center like Chariot Hotel, where the event is going to take place, and make sure that we have all the logistics for this event to take place. There's an issue on the side to have these young people to come and attend this event. Some of them can easily get the amounts to pay. As you know, to attend this event, it needs 30,000 francs and 60,000. And 30,000 is for those who are not going to stay at Chariot Hotel with us. And that's just for their feeding for 3 days there, because we're going to have 3 meals a day. We have breakfast, lunch, and supper. So 10,000 a day for 3 days, that's what they're going to consume. And 60,000 is for those who are going to stay at the hotel. So 30,000 is for the hotel fee, and 30,000 is for their feeding. But is it easy for everybody to attend the event? No, we have had this challenge. So many of them are reaching out to us like, hey, I can't be able to make 30,000 francs. How can I attend that? We say, no, you can't. The 30,000 is not for us to keep. We have managed to secure the arena where this event is going to take place. But now, hey, you need to come there. You can't stay for 3 days without eating. How can we handle that? You need to find a way to pay. So they are really having difficulties to pay. Some have money, some don't even have, but they have that urge to attend. And then some don't have where they can stay. They really need money, or at least how can I get a place to stay? Is there somebody? Can you refer somebody to me? I can only pay the 30,000, but for me to have a place to stay in Boya, I can't. I can't have money to afford a hotel. Can you link me up with somebody in Boya? All of this. We can really afford. And then also there are some people who are living Yaoundé, they are living Bamenda, Kumba to come and attend this event. They are like, sir, can you assist me with transport? I can actually afford to attend this event, but I can't pay my transport to come and attend this event. So things like that, they are really causing a problem to us. For the fact that we know that we lack money, that's why in our communication we're insisting nobody should come to that event without having something to sell. For 1,000 people to come and be in one spot for 3 days, a lot of experience is going to take place. They're going to consume a lot of stuff. So, in a way to subsidize the amount that you're going to spend there, don't come empty-handed. I'm going to be very wild on people on this. Bring something to sell. Bring something, because people are going to eat the food. Maybe the food that people are eating there is not going to be enough. We want to buy some dresses. We want to buy personal development. Books, resources. You come and sell yourself. You sell yourself first. Be able to talk to someone that can become a strategic partner. Let somebody know what you are doing and what you are. I mean, just get to know, because I always say this: the money you're looking for is not in the bank. It's not in space. It's in somebody's bank account. It is in somebody's pocket. So the best way you can get this money is to connect with a person first. So if you're not selling services, if you're not selling a product, sell yourself. Let somebody know you. Connect with somebody. Get their WhatsApp number. Whenever I link up with somebody, I get your WhatsApp number. I know if I'm not communicating with you, someday you see something on my status, because I'm very strategic with what I put on my WhatsApp status. You see something on my status, maybe you to buy from me. So those difficulties, we can't do otherwise, because we are stretching to make sure that this event whole. But we can do otherwise. I mean, when we have people in the diaspora who are already supporting that, we appreciate so much. They are going to be business pitches, but we were just to have business pitches and then later on be seeking funds or see how we can finance those who pitch their businesses here. But somebody like Dorothy Diamond, who is a data analyst in the UK, she gave out 500,000 francs that we're going to share to the first and the second who are going to have the best pitches. That's the kind of things we really appreciate. We have some people who are already supporting anonymously that we can help those who want to attend this event and they're lacking in one way or the other. It's tough, it's difficult. I have a long list of young people who have reached out to me and like, Paul, please. I'm telling them, you guys should understand, everything we are making out of this project, we are putting it back in. Just to rent a Chariot hotel is 1 million francs a day. Therefore, the 3 days is 3 million francs. To rent a giant screen that we are going to use is 1 million francs for the 3 days. That's already 4 million francs, not to list the other things. So we are focused on raising the money to make sure that the event is top notch, because we're not doing something of low class. We want to have something that can hit the global stage, that can get the attention that we need in order to get the required strategic partners, just like Madam Afanwi said, that who can support us on this project, because the project is big. It's so big. We don't have all the answers. We don't have all the resources, but we have the heart to keep talking about it, to keep saying, hey, guy, we are eating this in 20 years. When this idea was initialized, we were just 3 of us in the room. But when we went online, we said we are 1,000 VIP winners. We never said we are 3 of us. You understand? Today we are just now.
Absolutely.
1,000 VIP winners.
Mindset.
We want to have this event like a platform to serve the world what we want to do, but this will not be successful if the young people, the VIP winners, or other young people who want to attend who don't come. So if there's some people out there who are watching us right now, if they can support to subsidize maybe it's transportation of somebody from Bamenda to attend this event, subsidize somebody to be able to come and live in the hotel, or subsidize so that we can get another hotel around Chariot and negotiate at a cheaper price for these VIP winners or these young Cameroonians come and live there for the 3 days, and so that we can have a successful event. we are going to appreciate that so much.
Yeah. Wow.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you. I mean, the truth is, this event is it's so important. That I know for many of us that are watching abroad, I don't just want to say the diaspora, because there's Netherlands, there's UK, you know someone within not just your family, right, that should be attending this event. And I'm just going to encourage you. You've heard from Paul, you've heard from Afanwi, and you've heard the mindset change that
Yep.
this community has, and that the standards that this community continues to maintain. And you can feel it when Paul speaks, right? You can feel the change. You can hear it in his tone that no person will leave this event the same. And I love the fact that, Paul, you said we're not just telling people to show up. We want you to come with your product, with your
Yes.
services.
That is huge.
Because the truth is, you said it, we consume, right? This is a speaking event. People are going to be thirsty. People are going to be hungry. People want snacks in between their meals. So let's showcase our skill sets. Let's showcase our brands. Let's showcase what we're good at while we're all here together. So,
Yes.
I mean, you all have really sat down, and I am just so amazed, and I'm so excited for everyone that is going to attend this event. Afani, man, let me, I just don't know, but let's talk to our people in the diaspora, right? And I want you to kick off this part as to why we can collectively make a huge difference to ensure that many entrepreneurs are building during this.
It is very, very important for our people, our diasporans, to be able to support an initiative like this. If you see people like Mr. Paul, his energy, if you see the people in that forum, the VIP winner community forum, the WhatsApp forum, the energy is on another level. So when he says that these young people are struggling to be able to raise 30,000, I am there. I see the messages. I understand the struggle that these people go through, and they really want to be part of it. Please, our diasporans, we have always been the giant of Africa. Even when the crisis that is going back home, what has kept our people going is the heart of our people constantly supporting our people back home. And that's why God is always blessing us. I believe that the hand that giveth more cometh, right?
Absolutely.
That's why I want everybody, there is a Mr. Paul's number, Momo number. Please, $20 will do a huge difference. If you just can, instead of buying that coffee this week, please pay that coffee this week and give that $20 using this Momo number. Is going to be a mindset shift for our youth. You are going to be able to give an opportunity for somebody to be able to inspire. When Paul mentioned the fact that they are encouraging all of these youths to be able to bring something to be able to showcase their skills. They have different programs. They have like Mr. and Mrs. VIP that they are currently contesting for. They have the business pitches that he just mentioned. People have different small business proposals. I remember Michael. Michael came and did a pitch to John, and then today Michael is a content creator of Think Tech. If you know Think Tech, I have a page on Facebook. This guy consistently gives us top-notch knowledge on cybersecurity issues. He came from Bamenda to Douala, and he's an agri guy, agri technician. But when when John told me about this guy and I connected with him, I told him, okay, this is what you can do and support. Since then, he started writing articles on cybersecurity without even taking the program. We gave him a full scholarship. He is on his way to becoming a cybersecurity guru. If you, for the viewers, check Think Tech Consulting Facebook page and see and learn some of the tips on how to be able to protect your network from scammers. So what am I saying? $20 is going to make a huge, they can get a guest house, for example, because a hotel might be very expensive. They can get a guest house in Goya, and then maybe 10 of them might share it because they'll be spending most of their time doing activities down at Charlotte Hotel. Then in the evening, they go and crash and come back. So if we have the resources, we can all put it together. Maybe we'll just get a guest house, maybe so that we can accommodate as many people as possible rather than getting single room hotels. So in any way that you can be able to pour in resources to help make this event a success, we will really appreciate you. And the fact that they are emphasizing on skill set. You and I, Joyce, will agree that when we were growing up, when our parents were instilling sales. I read Paul's article the other day and I was just laughing that when he goes to sell, he'll put the thing, and then when his classmates are coming, he runs away and then he waits and he spies if they are gone. Then he runs and come back and then he sells. We all did that because we had this complex in us. But our parents were instilling the values that you and I are using today, because if you don't know how to sell yourself in any interview, you cannot be a IT, you cannot be in healthcare, you cannot be in finance or whatever. So our parents were instilling these great values, but we had this complex back home. So what we are doing now, this generation, what we are doing now, we are doing a great job of instilling and telling our young people 18 years and above that it is okay to have a petty trade.
Yes.
It is okay to be able to make ching-ching, package it, and then put your name. And then if you cannot even package it, you come to a VIP community like this and put on a comment section, I currently make ching-ching, but I don't know how to package it. Can somebody help me with a branding name so that I can package it and sell it for a VIP weekend? It is okay. You are gaining skills that is going to help you become a millionaire in future. Do not shy away from doing little things like that. So I really want to applaud you guys for encouraging the participants to come. Bring it. If you're making t-shirts, for example, you're printing t-shirts like this, you bring it and showcase it. But one thing you want to do as an entrepreneur, when you want to get into a market space, what is going to make you be different? Are you going to be able to market yourself differently, or are you going to be able to design whatever you're designing differently? I always go back to our atogo. I use that as our base. Growing up, the bubu was the traditional way the atogo was being designed. Our young African designers have taken it to a next level, and that is a multi-million-dollar sector right now, where every young designer looks at your shape and then brings a flare up here and down there, and you're able to pay $120. That is what we're talking about. We are changing the mindset of our youth, that it's not only about going to school and having good degrees or having good results. It's coming back home during your third term holidays and using your hands and your brain to be able to make something that you can market and sponsor yourself through school, irrespective of whether you're coming from a rich background or a poor background. Because guess what? When you come to the diaspora, it's a clear field. It's a very plain field. We all, whether you're a minister's child or you're coming from a farmer, we come and we all start as Homer A. And then we grow up. So we all strive from there. Let's just be honest. Absolutely. So there is no coming here that I'm a minister child, I'm coming from this. When you come to Europe or diaspora, you start from the bottom and you grow. So these skills that we are encouraging our youth to be able to instill, it's gonna help sell them right down and make them become millionaires.
Absolutely. And you know, Afanwi, you said something. When you come abroad, everyone is on the
same level,
right?
Even
depending now it's left on you, right, to gain those skill sets, right, to set those standards so you can grow in whichever domain you wish to. And it's just so great, because this is what the VIP weekend and this is what this community is all about, right?
Yes.
We are all on the same playing field, but we want to change that. We want to change our mindset. We want to change the way you look at things. We want to change how you start your business, but that starts from here.
Yes.
So, Afanwi, you said it. You know, entrepreneurs are most deserving. And I love the fact that you said 20. We weren't here to ask people to give large sums of money. No, we're asking for $25 to support this movement. I'm not gonna call it the VIP weekend. I'm gonna call it the winners movement, right?
Yes.
Because it is a movement that Cameroon needs, not just for Cameroon, for Cameroonians in Cameroon, but for Cameroon internationally. It is needed, and I am so excited. The All Things event community is excited, and listen, I'm calling us, each and every one of us, to donate $20, $25. Together, collectively, we can give our month, right?
Yes.
I'm not asking for $100. I'm not asking for just $20, $25.
But we'll take $100 if you give it.
Of course, we will take $100. Right? Any amount.
I am going emotional. I'm going emotional out here. I just got an alert. That Mr. Edwin Beze in the US has supported with 50,000 francs. That's about $100. This is so. I don't know.
Here we go. Listen.
Oh my God.
I can't
thank you enough. Sincerely, I can't thank you enough. This is. I don't know what to say. This is mind blowing. I so much appreciate
it. Listen,
it's a movement.
Edwin, thank you for starting this up. Thank you for starting the donation. We're gonna call it the VIP Winners Fundraiser right here on All Things Event, and we are just beginning. Listen, I am so excited. I have someone which is connected with you that I've told that I'm going to make sure that they're okay that weekend. But on behalf of the show, we're also going to donate $100 so that we can get as many young, I don't want to say young, get entrepreneurs, because I hate using the word young, because an entrepreneur is not always young per se in terms of age.
Yes.
So we're donating $100, and I have a young writer in Korea, which I have said you need to attend this event, and I believe Paul, he connected with you.
Yes, he contacted me. He contacted me, yeah. Mm-hmm.
He will be in attendance, and trust me, the All Things events, the support system is going to come in. I personally reached out to a lot of my cousins. Listen, all I'm asking for is $20. So to everyone watching, we are counting on you to make this mind shift change happen in Cameroon. It has to happen. It has to happen because we are growing to a better Cameroon, for a better community, and this is the only way we're going to support each other. So collectively, with smaller amounts,
we'll be able to make it happen.
So thank you for supporting. Listen, Paul, you don't need to get emotional, because you all have started something that is great. And I know for the many, and then you have from the Netherlands, the UK, the US, within Cameroon itself, we're going to make this happen, and we're going to do it.
Yes.
So please keep up the amazing job. Keep up the amazing job. And let's take some comments. So Paul can get himself together. Tell John that job well done. And we're so excited for what is to come. We're excited for this movement. Man, we have so many comments. Someone said, together we thrive. Absolutely. Paul, you are famous out here. It's just
Paul. He's called chairman, just so you know. He's a chairman.
Joan says exactly, James. Joan, we're counting on your support. $20 is all we're asking for. Someone said very authentic. Thank you, Miss Afanwi. Afanwi, thank you. Thank you. You spoke, girl. You spoke, and I know for a fact that this community has continued to just empower you. And I see the zeal that you want to empower, those that are eager to learn. Because the truth is that you can empower, but people have to be eager to gain that knowledge, right? Before you can see any type of success. So to everyone watching, we are eager for you to learn, but first, it's got to start from you. You got to be willing to commit to your success, whatever domain it may be, and keep pushing. Let me share this. Someone said, well, people's network plus trust. Absolutely. VIP weekend will achieve this.
Go play.
I have, let me find that. I've had so many Eagle play here. I just have to.
Eagle play. That's their slogan they're using.
I just have to put one on the screen. That's Coach Sophie, all the way from Yaoundé. Sophie, thank you for joining in. She was on the platform last week. She's doing some amazing work. So another great coach to connect with more. Man, let's see. Someone says, I'm watching live. Thank you all for tuning in. I see a lot of our viewers from Cameroon today. Paul, like I said, you are famous. It says
Chairman.
Tell them. Speak. And let's take this last that these guys can spend 24 hours on your desk just to have results. I fear and respect the energy these young guys carry. Daniel, absolutely.
Yes, that's Eddie has been supporting us for quite a while now.
Daniel, I'm not sure where you're coming from, but I hear you and I agree with you 100%. Just being on this platform with Paul, just hearing about John, and it really speaks volumes. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Once more, I'm going to share how you can support or sponsor this event. Again, Paul's numbers on there. You know my money. And Paul, tell us, I know you're a man of responsibility. Tell us, what the plan is after this event for those that sponsor or support. Can you hear me, Paul?
I think
come again, please.
Yeah.
Come again.
So please tell us, I know you're a man of responsibility. Tell us what happened for those that sponsor or support the event. What is the plan post this biggest event that is happening in Cameroon in terms of transparency?
Well, yes. I'm an experienced banker. I worked in the bank for 5 years. So when it comes to money, I'm very, very vigilant. Everybody that contributes to this platform, we're going to take down their names and the amounts that they are contributing. And the usage of the money is going to come back to you. We're going to give you a feedback on how we use this money. That's very important. That goes back to my famous quote, for now. Wealth circulates through a network called relationship, power, and energy called trust. We are doing everything possible to build trust between ourselves and with the diaspora. And this aspect is going to build trust because I know the diaspora wants to see how much we can do with the little resources they are giving us. And if that trust is established, we are so sure that a lot is going to be achieved. So we're going to document every contribution that is given, and then everything that we use these resources for, we're going to give feedback. I'm sure we're going to have, we'll be honored if you have us back here, to come back and share. Share what we do.
Transparency is key.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So
yes, and I just have to echo what there's one thing we know for fact is that we work hard. Any person so that transparency is so vital, right? Because the goal is not for support. You want to have them coming back. So we're gonna move on to our last word. Thank you. Again, the number is on your screen. Support the sponsor. I've never met Paul, but I trust him 100%. There, he has said nothing, but what you and I comes to someone and who is transparent. So thank you.
Yeah, I also wanted to mention that if you are looking for a social manager, handler, a graphic designer, anything of that sort, get to these guys, Paul and John. They will make it happen. Because I know some of us, we start businesses here in the diaspora, but because we have our own full-time jobs that we're doing, we don't have somebody to be able to manage all our social media handles. If you get to them, they will be able. I've been able to link a lot of diasporans to them, and they're working with them, and I've had a really good feedback. So if you're looking for a graphic designer, somebody can manage your social media handle or anything. Cleaner, if you have a new construction back home and you want somebody to be able to give you detailed cleaning, they have what's the name of that lady that does the cleaning, Mr. Paul?
We have a big girl.
Yes, Abigail is part of the community too. So anything, they have the 200 businesses, they have different domains. So if you are looking for something, I can put my seal of confidence on these guys. I've worked with them for more than a year now, and they are very transparent. I just wanted to put that out there.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much. When it comes to cleaning, we have a bigger, we have express home services. In that domain, if you can see, if I could rotate this camera around our office here, you see how neat it is because express home services, which is one of the businesses in the VIP winners community, make sure that this office is clean, and that's how they handle cleaning jobs. So we have a lot that we can offer, and I'm so happy that somebody like Madam Afanwi can stick her reputation to say that we are able to do what we can do. Please patronize us, partner with us, and let's build this community together.
Yes,
absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, international is your one-stop shop for any skill needed. Whatever you're looking for, this meeting will make it happen. And believe that they will be transparent and honest with business, whatever that may be. So we're going to move on to our final words. I just wanted to give you a final word.
All right.
Afanwi.
Okay. So our diasporans, America, UK, Netherlands, wherever you are, know nothing is small to support this. This is our time to take back our country. We really cannot sit back and wait and think that government is going to change anything. It's not going to happen. We represent the change, we represent the future, and this is the time. If we put in the energy to be able to mentor these young people, they are going to be able to give us the change that we deserve down the road. So please join your voice in any way, whether financially, if you have a guest house in Boya that you can be able to offer this weekend for these young people to stay there, we appreciate that. Financially or physical resources, or you want to open your doors, parents want to open their doors for these young future leaders to be able to come in, and anything that you can do to support these young leaders, young entrepreneurs, young visionary people, they are willing to be able to make that change with little or no resources. Let's join hands and make it happen.
Thank you, Afanwi. Paul, last word.
I really appreciate you, Joyce, for taking the lead to support us. I mean, we're talking here about getting the diaspora to know what we're doing and supporting us, and you did just the right thing to use your platform to push our project. I really appreciate this. This is what we need, and this is the agenda we are putting on board. The VIP weekend is happening, and it's just a springboard to the next phase of this project. Remember, we are talking about a 5 years, a 20 years plan here, and this thing is not coming by accident. We have done a research. We researched the Bambili case and we understood how they do business. We researched the Igbos, we understand how they do business. We researched the Americans, the Chinese, and we researched the Jews, and we discovered that this system of working in communities is originated from Jews, and that's why the Jews are very powerful. They're less than 10 million, but they are a world power because they are working in communities, and we are ready to grow this community and create that that pool that can trigger growth in Africa, in Cameroon in particular, and in Africa in general. So thank you so much, Rose Joyce, for giving us this platform, and thank you, Diaspora, for your support. The VIP weekend is happening, and it is the biggest that has ever happened in 237, and more is going to come after 26, 27, and 28 of August 2022.
Thank you.
Listen, it has been an amazing hour of learning, right? Personal, I don't know, but that's an amazing thing. If you catch it, I need you to come up here and catch this. We started today coming about taking to another level. I don't think one here, some, but a lot of us were unaware of what was already happening, right? You all have a community that is, you have a community that is right. You're already doing the work. The next step. So, I'm urging you to $20, $25 per activity. Let's support this movement of being let's support this movement, and let's and moving and they will be coming back to John, right? To give us updates on where your support and how. I love that. I'm just so excited, and like I said, I'm so enjoying it. Just to be encouraged, just keep that learning going, because learning is a life, right? It's a lifetime process. Billionaires are still learning. So thank you both, and lastly, we are so excited. This is all and vendors. Where our goal is to your experiences. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. Paul, thank you.
Thank you, Joyce.
Thank you, Joyce. Thank you for your time.
What?
Ego play. Ego play. Ego play. All right.
Bye. Thank you so much.